Alrighty, and we're back live here at the end of the season. Did I go with the draft class on this one? I think I did. But we are here at the end of the season. We're going to check out if you got your MVP voting right, or if you predicted the MVP. Let me make sure I loaded this draft class on this save. I did not. Well, you guys are going to see me do it now. So you're going to see this live, just in case you've never seen it done. But it's not too big a deal. And we're going to go 77. And it will be 2K77. No, we don't want that. And the top guy in the draft should be Bernard King, right? Right. What happened to Oldest Bird song? I don't know. He was A- as well last time I looked at this, but that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna get into the playoffs. I should have put the bracket up since I have to redo this. Had some issues with the other time I ran through this, so this is not a re-upload, but I don't know. Let's just simulate the date. Bill Walton winning MVP, so there is that. The first MVP of our league. I already have a screenshot of it. Junior Bridgman won the Sixth Man of the Year. Artis Gilmore won Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved Player of the Year. And the Coach of the Year was Tom Henson. I believe he's the coach for the Celtics. I want to say for the Celtics. And this is your all NBA first team: Pete Maravich, David Thompson, Spencer Haywood, George McGinnis, Bill Walton, Nate Archibald, who is just an all NBA second team, JoJo White, Elvin Hayes, John Drew, Philip Owens. The all NBA third team is Lou Hudson and Ron Boone. I did that same, whatever. Bob Dandridge, Rudy Tomjanovich, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All defensive first team is Nate Archibald, Brian Winters, Maurice Lucas, Elvin Hayes, Artis Gilmore. And the all defensive second team is Brian Taylor, Walt Frazier, Spencer Haywood, Rudy Tomjanovich, and Dave Cowens. And I still forgot to overwrite the Rookie of the Year. That was one of the primary reasons I did this again. I could have made it Moses Malone, but that didn't happen. Well, Adrian Dantley actually had a pretty good season too. Yeah, he played well. We saw. Didn't he make the All-Star? No, he didn't make the All-Star team. But comparatively, I don't know. It's probably good that it went to the generic player, because he probably plays more on the offense on that team that doesn't exist. So I could have overridden that player, but that is what that is, because it was what it was. And another note, I am not going to be watching the... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, the seating changed. Darn it. That's what happened. Okay. Darn, I was going to get used to the Knicks and the Celtics. Okay, so that changed. That's the only thing that changed. So it's still Portland and the Lakers, Golden State and the Spurs, Denver and Kansas, the Braves and the Jazz, and so that changed. So I need to take another picture of this bracket before I put it up. So they say, "What happened to your bracket there, sir?" No, this is the updated bracket. Originally, the Pacers edged out. No, the Pacers edged out. No, the Knicks dropped to the 8th seed and they played Boston, but so that changed that series. So I guess now I have to watch it because, Lou Hudson versus I'll watch it now. So all of these first round matchups, if we can see them, I will try to see them. But there is no longer, because that series I wasn't gonna watch because I was like, Indiana and the Hawks does not sell in 77. But is there anything that the injuries? Let's see if the injuries changed. Bobby Jones is out for 2 to 4 weeks, so for Denver, that's something to note. So David Thompson won't have that help. Willie Smith is injured for the Bulls, so Artis Gilmore won't have that help. But he doesn't need. Well, we've seen Willie Smith ball out, but he's only on there. He's a 67 overall. But we've seen him ball out. He's currently averaging 12.5 points a game, so it'll be missed in the playoffs. It'll be all that. And Freddie Lewis is out for Indiana, but he's a 69 overall as well. No serious injuries that we need to be concerned about. So if you say, hey, well, this person will. Oh, well, Kareem's help is, Don Ford, because I think he's the other highest rated player. So Kareem still has no help. Wait, did LA make it? Yeah, they still made it. Yeah, so Kareem won't have that help. So yeah, he might get bounced in the first round, but I expected that. If you watch the other videos, you know I expected Kareem to get bounced first round. And Portland doesn't have Lloyd Neal, but he's productive. So yeah, they'll be missing him on the floor, especially during the playoffs. I'm gonna go to another screen really quickly. Give me 1 second. Let me switch this and cut my mic really quickly. I just need to look at something. And apologize about that, but we're back. So we're gonna hop into this. So that's all we need to know. Injuries. So we're gonna see what games we can see, and now I guess all of them are competitive enough for me to watch, because I didn't want to see Indiana and the Hawks. That would have been a dumpster fire, but. Walt Frazier, and I guess we can have to see this Boston team if we can. Even though I think they're gonna stomp Indiana, because they've stomped every other team. They stomped. So my prediction is for Boston to meet, I think, the Warriors in the finals, and that's not because the Warriors. I think that the Rick Barry team is just so crazy, like with Jamal Wilkes and Gus Williams and Phil Smith. They're on screen, and a young Robert Parrish, so he might get his first championship, I think, way before he did in real life. So, because I think that if the Boston and the Warriors meet in the finals, I believe that would be the finals matchup. I'm talking a bunch, but we're going to get to the action now. Simulate with Simcast. Sixers and Cavaliers, I believe we'll be able to hop into this game. And the Sixers said, we might need to have a word with you at the current moment. Nah, my prediction was right. I don't think we're going to see this now. Nah, we're not hopping in. So that's gone. Simulate next game, Bulls and Bucks. Let's see if we can see this. Artis Gilmore has been the best defensive player, so I do agree with that. There will be no arguments, no vetoes needed. However, I don't think we're going to get this game either. No, we're not. Okay, let's hit this up. Kings and Nuggets. Now, I forget. It's been a while since we've seen the Kings. I don't know if we saw enough of the Kings. Did we see enough? Because I don't even know. No, it's just because I ran this so many times. There hasn't been too many roster changes. They have Scott Wedman. Yeah, they have Scott Wedman and Brian Taylor. And Ron Boone is currently injured. But I don't think he's injured enough to be out. I think he's still playing. I think he still played well out there. So let's see if we can see it. Hopefully we get to see some of these teams first round. Okay, that stayed competitive. And okay, this looks like we might be able to see it. And let that drop down. Perfect. We're gonna hop in here. 102.99. The Kings lead. Let's see what David Thompson can do. As he has 34, 4, and 3 already. So very much a good game. We have Dan Eisel with 16, 9, and 6. We have Gus Gerard with 10, 4, and 4. We have Ron Boone with 44 and 5. Okay, all right, that's tough, especially if he's hurt. Oh, I guess he's not hurt anymore. Guess that was just for that week. And Brian Taylor has 22, 1, and 10, and Scott Wedman has 22, 3, and 2. So yeah, I like this era right now from what we're seeing. It's a lot of not three man teams, but everyone has about a trio that's leading it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good of that we're probably going to see. Because we get to see, because I don't ever know. I do know that Dave Thompson most likely will be the leading scorer on this team. But other than that, it's a pretty even balance. So these are pretty good teams. And I might have to scoot in. So I can't even see. Robinson passes back to Wedman to Washington. Down to Boone. And the layup goes in. And he has 42 right now. I know the home team is very much upset. You're dropping 42 in game 1 of the playoffs. And they bring the double for Boone. And they bring the double there. Okay, this is playoff. Okay, they're bringing a double for everybody. Okay, they're not playing, and they get the good shot contest. And Thompson recovers the rebound, and he passes over to, and that does not drop, but he gets the foul. And McLean hits the second as well. They're only down by 3, 4:40 left. Like I said, in the last one, I believe I am progressively getting better, so I don't think my sickness will be that big an issue as we go into the next season and the draft. They're going to call timeout when somebody has on the verge of having a 50-point game, and it's still very much doable. In game 1, you're going to have to but I don't know. But I believe it should be Ron Boone. I think this is the first player of the game we've seen from Ron Boone, though. That's why I'm so surprised. Eisel. Okay, they're going to bring the double for Thompson. He fights through the double. The Webster, that doesn't go. I saw that bounce a mile away. And they're going to let him get by. That does not drop, but I thought Webster did get it, but I thought the not defender, but the offensive player in front of him was going to get that. But Thompson scores. Was that? No, that was Wise. Never mind. Wise scored, and they are within 2 with 250. No, 350. Yeah, 350 left. Oh, I didn't go through the mock draft in this one. So it looks like, despite them already being elite, most likely after I pick for the no teams, i.e. the teams that have not registered in reality yet to this stream because they did not exist in real life at this point, it looks like the Celtics may have a chance to draft Bernard King. So that's also something worth noting. So they very much could go 82-0 next year. But I don't know. 2K wouldn't do that. Would they let this team get Bernard King as well? Because for some reason they have a high draft pick. Oh, I think it's based off of real. I don't know. I think they changed up the picks and all that. I don't know what they did for this one, but they didn't change the comp, so it might be based off real life. I forget. I don't really follow the Celtics draft picks. I guess Jason Tatum would be someone we follow who was drafted, but who knows? And they pass down low to Wise. He scores with the N1 to bring them with N1 if he can make the free throw. This has the makings of an OT. It's 250. And Kansas had just gave up their little lead they had. Okay, boom. Oh, and they bring the double for Boom, but they leave Robinson open. Is it Robinson or Robinson? Like I said, through hell or high water, these playoffs are getting done. So if I have to deal or suffer through this, it does not matter. We are posting every day, probably 2 times a day. And I just saw a glitch on defense, but I'm not going to talk about it. And that is blocked. I guess it wasn't a glitch. Washington, and that's going to go in. That's going to drop. Okay, and Kansas goes back up. Alright, so maybe I spoke too soon, but still within range. They set the screen for Thompson, and he, nice. Get that. Get that. Yeah, man. Yeah, boy. Over, Boom. What? You almost got 50. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Dang. Dang, son. Where'd you find this? Big throw now. Okay. I like it. Playoff basketball. And the screen is set. Robinson. I think it's Robinson. But that's off. And they have a chance to tie it up. What did I just say? This smells of an overtime. And Thompson is doubled. Oh, I thought you were going to just pass down to the guy running to the basket. What was he doing? I guess his vision was obscure. I'll give them that. But they recover it. McClain has it. And I don't see anybody driving to the basket. But Thompson is. And he ties the game up. Okay. Let's get that as well. I think we might get the celebration. At this moment, David Thompson knew that all he had to do was score the darn ball. They are moving the ball around. There's a lot of ball movement. I don't know if they're always the best plays, but I think that might be the offensive IQ setting on most of these players, which is, I guess, is good. I don't want them making LeBron quality reads in the 70s yet, but They trail by 2. And they put in a retro filler guy? Wow. And they're going to take a timeout here. Didn't they just take a timeout? Yeah, I think they need to take the retro filler guy out. I don't think that's the smartest thing. Yeah, I think that's what they did. Let's see. Can I see who's on the floor? Nah, I would have to control the team, wouldn't I? It's not that important. Thompson looks like he's trying to break free. That doesn't go. Webster needs to score, but he gives up the ball. But they can get a stop here. They can get a stop, and we can potentially get our overtime. That goes down, and there it is. They just need to get it to Thompson. I see him charging to the basket. They're not going to pass, and they pass it to him. It's tied up. Okay, this is dynamite. Dynamite. Oh, my God. We potentially have an overtime on our hands. If they play their cards right. Overtime in the first game we hop in. Yes, sir. Sign me. Well, I don't know. Sign me up, but then we gonna be here forever. I don't want to be 12 years in the first round, but I don't think we're gonna get that many games in the first round like this. And that's blocked. And Scott Wetman. Down to Taylor. In Washington, he can't score. And we very much, if they're going to foul. They're going to foul. They have to. Or not, they don't have to foul. They just have to stop. But I think in 2K's logic, they're going to foul. Because it's like, yeah, they have to score to win the game, but you guys can get the stop. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to double. They're going to try their best to stop Thompson. That doesn't go. That's off. They're going to take a timeout with 5 seconds. I believe we're going to overtime, overtime, overtime. And to win it, and that's off, we are going to our first overtime. Is this the first overtime of the season? I forget. We saw one. No, we saw one. This is the first overtime in the playoffs, so it matters just as much, if not more. This is the first overtime. I said I felt it. All right. And David Thompson, it looks like they're setting an ISO play for him. And he's going to break through the attempted double, but the shot contest is enough that he can't score. Also note, I believe this might be the first on-screen 50-point affair. But that is, oh yeah, they brought the double. Okay. Because Ron Boone is going to score eventually. No, I guess not. And they forced the shot clock violation. So let's see how many points Ron Boone has. That was a nice block. But not, I don't want to say that, but it's like people who are going to go far in the sim. Well, they're always going to be role players, but people who are going to be far in the sim and will have the moments we remember. Okay, well, never mind. They both have 42, so either David Thompson or Ron Boone could potentially drop 50 this game. So also note that I could very easily see either one of those players getting 8 more points with the time allotted. And I see an off-ball screen. I see an on-ball screen. And Silas gets stolen from. Back to Boone. He's going to drive all the way. That doesn't go. And Robinson scores. Oh, boy. You know what? Now that I'm seeing the pace that they're scoring, this potentially could go to a double overtime. And Thompson scores. Yeah, this could go to a double overtime. I wouldn't be mad. It'd be okay. David Thompson's gonna be a superstar in the league for a while anyway, so I wouldn't be mad. Man, I sound like such a stan. Like, I believe in Brian Taylor and Ron Boone. The man has 42 right now. It's just, I know that David Thompson had the better career in real life for a while, so, and just looking at other things that, and other factors, he'll have a deeper run, I believe. But who knows? I could be wrong. That doesn't drop. They have a chance to take the lead here. They set the screen for him. Okay, and Johnson's in the paint by himself, and he gets that. Okay. That drops. We're going to see every aspect of their bench today. And they set up a lob pass for Gerard. It's stolen by Thompson, and he's leading the charge on a fast break. But it is blocked. Who was that? I gotta see that. Was that Boone? Yeah, it was. It was very much. He swatched the life out of that. Yeah, this is a duel. This is Dynamite, the Hood Classic. Remember that time David Thompson and Ron Boone went off almost for 50? They bring the double. And that's stolen. Webster, he's leading the charge on the fast break. And he's fouled. No, I think we're going to get a winner here. Well, we're going to eventually get a winner, but I don't think we're going to go to the double OT. From the Nuggets and from the Kings and the Nuggets, the double OT, will that sell? It might sell. Denver's good in real life right now. The Kings not so much. And that's a 3-second call. See, I knew it. They look like they brought in the people who don't have that high of awareness. And Thompson, he's gonna get. Is that Boone off the dribble? Oh my God, he is trying something there. He spins. He's doubled. He passes back. Okay, why would you pass out of that post? The height advantage. I don't know. They set the screen. That doesn't go. But they recover possession. Gerard is going to take this contested mid-range fade. That doesn't drop. Okay, we might get this overtime. And Boone passes down to Johnson. And it's tied up with a minute left. And Thompson's going to bring the ball up. Yeah, he is. Well, it's not saying he's gassed yet, but I would think he would be gassed, but he's not. Washington, he's gassed. I see the Gatorade symbol on him. That is off. Webster recovers the rebound. And this is going to be a clean score by Gerard. Now, the Kings don't have to foul. Well, they have the ball. They don't have to foul. They just need to score. I don't know what as a coach, I know that they don't want to lose the game, but I don't think you want to give them enough time to score either. But I guess you worry about that on the next play and try to go to another overtime. And they're going to call a timeout here. Thompson's showing who runs the house. Let's get that as well. I do this. Thompson letting the world know that he does this. And he got it. And he is fouled. So he has a chance to tie it up. Okay, we might get this overtime now. Double overtime here. As Richard Washington is going to hit both. But they still have timeout left. Okay, so maybe not. I can see because isn't Thompson still on fire? I think they're going to go run a play for him. And he's going to score. And that's going to do it. Oh no, that is can't even think who that is right now. They're gonna hold it for the last shot, of course. I'm gonna set the screen here. He's not open. He's fouled though. Why would you foul? Why would you foul? It's not like he's gonna miss these. I couldn't hear his MVP chance, but he's most definitely getting those. And no timeouts left. They're going to take this three-point shot. It's off. Denver wins. No double OT. Off the 45 from David Thompson. Wow. What a game one of the playoffs. Or is that 40? No, that might be 48. My eyes might be deceiving me. That's 48. No, that's 46. I can't count. Sorry, guys. No, it's really just the sharpness on this TV. I can't turn it up any. But yeah, he very much carried his team there. No one had over 20 points but him. And Ron Boone had help. See, I know the difference because he had 22. So that went around. But David Thompson, despite me just saying that they were a good three, I guess he has two role players. He has two superstars. That might be the factor. Yeah, it looks like. No, Dan Iverson was a superstar. Well, I guess Dust Gerald is not. What's Wise rated? Maybe they just not running the offense for David Thompson. They're running it through him. So yeah, they win the game because that. So whatever they're doing is working. So I'm not going to front on that. Then they hit six. Well, it's there, but they hit 6 threes. I'm not going to go over these because if not, we'll be here forever. I kind of just did that during the regular season to get us started, to let you guys know that I somewhat know what I'm talking about. I'm going to learn more, obviously, as we continue. That's the story of life. We're just going to keep on learning. But Spurs and Warriors, George Gervin, Rick Barry, and Wilkes, they might have a clash here that we can see on camera. Oh yeah, we're gonna see this. Let's get it down within 5. Yeah, that's good. 4-point lead. Warriors lead. Spurs trail by 4. And before we hop in, Phil Smith has 28, 9, and 3. Jamal Wilkes has 15, 10, and 3. Rick Barry has 14, 2, 2, and 5. George Gervin has 31, 3, and 4. Larry Kennan has... What's a Keenan? I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name as well. 18, 9, and 7. And Louis Dampierre has 10, and 2 assists. And I believe this is the Spurs inbounding the ball. And Keenan scores. And Robert Parrish can't hit the first free throw. And he can't hit the second either. Pulse. We've seen Billy Pulse get his fair share of blocks and defensive possessions go his favor. And the pass down to Wilkes. I don't know. The Warriors might be on a run here. Let's see. Spurs can't seem to put together offensive scheme that's working for them. Well, they can always depend on the craftiness of George Gervin, who has 33 off that basket. And Wilkes gets the putback. Or no, that was a lob. That was just a straight lob. I don't know what I was saying putback for. My bad. See what the Spurs are gonna run. Okay, and that is missed. And that's not gonna work. And that does not drop. Keenan brings it up. And here. Pulse sets the screen, but that is stolen. And I thought he would have passed, but I guess that's good enough. Parrish cleans it up. Yeah, I think the Warriors are very much on a run here. Well, let's see. We're not going to doubt George Gervin. I believe we've seen him in a predicament like this before, and I believe he came all the way back. But I don't know. This Warriors team is very much elite. The core play between the Wilkes, Barry, and I forget. And the young core off the bench, and Robert Parrish, and I believe their other big man. He's getting it done in this league. Because height matters in this sim. He might not have the best ratings in the world just yet, but Robert Parrish will still be a threat. That's just a thing in 2K. And Parrish is gonna post up. Yeah, gonna post up Pulse and go for the layup, but it does not drop. And Keenan, I thought he was taking the shot, but that was the meanest fake. But that won't drop. Yeah, it looks like the Warriors have this one. I'm going to give them a chance to score, and then I'm going to give Spurs a chance to respond. But if not, we're going to get out of here. They're going to foul up Rick Barry here with 3 left. He's going to hit both. I don't think... Have we seen him miss? Oh, yeah, we've seen miss free throws. We just saw Rob Perry. Majority of people probably have a high free throw rating. And let's get this player of the game, Phil Smith. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, Phil Smith. Not to be confused with Will. But I believe we can get out of this game. If they don't score here, we're going to hop out. And that doesn't drop. We're out of here. Final score was 97-89. Let's get that first. It's the only thing that I just don't want to risk us seeing something on screen and then simming, and then for some reason we have a different outcome. So I said nobody hit 83, so that's good. I think this would be the team most capable to hit threes at a high rate, but I guess not at this time. And Phil Smith with the 28, 10 and 3. Jamal Wilkes with 19, 3 and 3. Rick Barry with 18, 3 and 5. George Gervin with 35, 3 and 4. Larry Keenan with 22, 11 and 7. Louis Dampier with 10 and 4. Let me get the box score comparisons, and we're gonna hop out of this game as well. Gonna keep it moving. Knicks and Hawks. Now, initially, I didn't want to watch a series with the Hawks, but the Hawks with the Knicks might be actually competitive, just based on who they have. I always have to look out for that, because sometimes there's. So I said they were in the other vid, they were like a fake AFC. The Knicks are actually pretty decent in this right now, from what we've seen on screen. They just can't compete with Boston, which I guess I should have skipped that series too. But I want to give Wyatt Frazier a chance to be great on screen, despite who he's gonna play, because I know he's getting up there in years. And I believe we're going to get this game, and we're going to hop in right here. I probably shouldn't have hopped, but we're going to hop in. 7-point lead with 4:53 left. And John Drew has 24, 19 and 3. Joe Merriweather has 16, 2 and 1. Tom Barker has 12, 11 and 4. And Earl Monroe has 28, 1 and 3. Spencer Haywood has 22, 14 and 4. And Jim McMillan has 12, 5 and 2. Okay, so it's not weird, but I guess they're running through Earl the Pearl today. Oh, also, just a quick side note before I hop in this game. I've tried to set up a noise gate for my mic. It's not easy for some reason with OBS 1.0.7. I don't know. I'm trying to look up all the tutorials I see are for older ones, for older versions of the program. So if I know I should put this in like the description or note, but if you know how to set up the noise gate, 'cause I do want to cut the fan. I want to improve that. And it's like, in all my other software and everywhere else I do videos, I use my noise gate, but for some reason in OBS I can't. So if you know how to switch that up, to let me know. Please hit me up. I know this is probably too late in the vid. Well, I guess if you're watching this far, you're pretty dedicated. I don't know how long this vid is at the moment. It could just be like 30 minutes. I'll never know sitting here. But it is 95-88 New York Trails. Probably that's why they're losing. They're not playing through Walt Frazier. I want to say that too. And Frazier in the post. That does not go. Saw that from a mile away. And Shelton gonna lead the break for the Knicks. I thought they were going to set the screen. They don't. So the shot doesn't drain. And sometimes it will just set the screen. Like, if you get that bump, he'll have more space. Obviously. Well, sometimes screens are stupid. I don't know. But they're going to draw the dribble on the Drew. Henderson. Back down to Hudson. Back to Henderson. Back to Drew. That doesn't drop. Haywood gets the rebound. Let's see if they can cut into this deficit. Okay, that was a nice cut. He actually had some space created with those dribble moves. That does not go. But that doesn't drop. They still trail by 7 though. That doesn't drop. And down to Frazier, but I don't think that's going to drop either. Yeah, I don't see New York scoring here. I see their problem. They can't figure out who to score from or who to score with. I think that's how you would say that. But neither team can score at the moment, so I can't really make a final judgment call of whether we should get out of this game yet. But the Knicks decide to score, so I guess we should stay in the game. And John Drew is our player of the game. Let me get that. I think this. Nah, it's not the first time we've seen him the player of the game. And he's all fouled up there. And that misses. So the Knicks still have an opportunity to make this a game because they score there underneath the baskets. Couldn't really tell who it was though. And it's stolen by Haywood. Okay. And I believe this is Trace driving all the way. Okay, he scores to bring it within 2. Alright, so we have potential for another overtime. Because the way these teams are scoring, they're not. So the next couple baskets may decide it. But they get the free throw at least. And this is going to probably put them up by 4. And that is confirmed. They are up by 4 with a minute 42. No, a minute 46 left. It's a minute 40. Yeah, it's a minute 46. So, they sure up by 4. Frazier back to Shelton. Shelton takes the shot. And Henderson, he can't hit the shot either. Haywood recovers the rebound. And McMillan drives to the basket, and that goes in. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause this right now. Give me 1 second.
That's hard.
Well,
or just throw me in there. Just T.O. ain't on the cam, but he in the room, y'all. Say what's up to him. Go follow him, man. One of my artists coming soon.
And there it is. All right. And I believe we were in the process of getting out of this game. I believe the Nuggets are down. Let's go and see what happened here. That's who's playing. No, it's not the Nuggets. It is the Cavs and the Knicks, and I believe, nope. It's 98-97. The Knicks trail, and I believe it's like a minute left. Yep, and we have. And they go out of bounds. Okay, so New York is going to get possession of the ball. And I believe this is Walt Frazier bringing it up. And to Jim McMillan. He passes back to Earl the Pearl Monroe. He tries to score. It does not go. There's 37 seconds left. And he is fouled. You just seen this 40-point duel between David Thompson and Ron Boone just a second ago. So I don't think we're going to get the luxury of another overtime. And they trail by 3. But a lot of coaches have not integrated that 3-point shot at a high efficiency rate here in 1977. But we might see a 3-point shot. But I'm pretty sure they're just going to try to score as quickly as possible. And Earl Monroe is going to get the screen set for him. And Shelton is going to drive to the basket. And Monroe is going to get the screen set for him with 4 seconds left. He's going to take the shot. And Walt Frazier is going to pop a 3-point shot. And I believe it's out. I believe we can get out of this game. So, John Drew had 24, 20, and 3 steals. Joe Merriweather had 16, 2, and 1. Tom Barker had 15, 14, and 4. Earl Monroe had 28, 1, and 3. Spencer Haywood had 22, 19, and 4. And Jim McMillan had 17, 5, and 2. And let me get the team comparison. So the best game of the playoffs we've seen thus far was the matchup between David Thompson and Ron Boone. I really thought either one of them was going to drop 50. Alright, so I think the next game will be the Lakers. And I think I'm just going to get to all the round ones and I'm going to hop off. I don't want to keep this too long for right now. I'll let you guys simmer some interest and then I'll get back to it. So Pacers and Celtics. I don't know. The Celtics are probably going to mollywop this team, but we can see if the Pacers can make it competitive because they don't have anybody to contend, but right now they're coming to an early lead. But I would think that would be devoured soon. Well, I would be incorrect when now it's been overtaken. And okay, I'll sim it down a bit. And I believe we can hop in this game. It's a 10-point lead, so we might not be in it long, but we'll hop.
I thought you would say this. Oh, shit. That's how the motherfuckers up there.
And Green back to Jones to Robish. And he scores. And I believe this is Rose bringing it up for the Pacers. Okay, so Wicks has it. He gets a screen set for him, I believe by JoJo White. And Roundfield recovers the rebound. Up to Green. Oh, I didn't check the stats, but I don't think we're going to be in this game long because I don't think the Celtics are going to make this competitive at all. It's already a 8-point lead. And I doubt that the Celtics don't go on a run here. But that's blocked. And they're going to keep possession off the recover from the team. And it's stolen by Knight. And that is off. Havlicek brings up the ball. Havlicek gets a screen set for him, and he is fouled. John Havlicek has 7 points, now 8.
Told you about Havlicek.
Havlicek has 9, and Boston leads by 10. And if they continue on the run, we're going to hop out of this game as well. Yeah, I just don't see how Indiana is going to form an offense here. Usay can't bring up. He brings it up. He fades. That does not drop. Well, Robish gets the putback score. And JoJo White brings it up for the Celtics. Back to Scott. Back to Havlicek. He has a screen set for him. And Rose slams it down as we go leaning into past the 3-minute mark. And Robish, he steps back, tries to post up, and he gets the score. Okay, and Charlie Scott brings it up for the Celtics, and they call the timeout. And we're going to get our player of the game here, JoJo White. He has 14 on 6 of 15 shooting, so he's shooting just above 60%. 50%. And Dave Cowens.
Yeah, he ain't very encouraged shooting.
And Havlicek is fouled. I believe that was a frustration foul because I couldn't see why they would do it.
It's always that, man. Frustration fouls.
And so they're going to call it timeout after the foul. And Havlicek brings up the ball for the Celtics. Oh, I thought they were bringing the double. He takes the shot. It does not drop. Knight brings it up for the Pacers. And Bousse cannot. He passes it down to Jones. Jones scores. Okay, so that's going to bring it within 6. My bad. And the screen is set by Cowens, but he abandons it. Havlicek, that's going to get called for the travel there. Robis passes in to Bousse. That looked like a moving screen to me, but I wouldn't want to say anything. And Green passes the Knight back to Bousse. It looks like they're trying to get an ISO for Rubish, and they do. And Knight passes back to Bousse. That doesn't drop. And I believe we're going to get out of this game. If the Celtics score again, we're going to get out of this game. And they go down to Charlie Scott. Yeah, we can get out of here. Send the end. And the final score was 95-100. Celtics win. Charlie Scott with 18-3-4. JoJo White with 16-1-15. Okay. And Dave Cowens with 16 rebounds and 2 assists. Okay. And Billy Knight with 22-10-2. Don Bousset with 21-4-2. And Dave Robish with 13-1-2. Let me get that. All right. So I believe we can see. I think we only have the Lakers game and the New Orleans Jazz against the Braves. So Portland. So we will see our MVP if we can, Bill Walton, up against Kareem in the first round. But like I said, Kareem's team is really, really trash at the moment. So I don't think we'll see this game, but we'll have to see the Jazz and the Braves first. Pete Maravich, he was just, for the season, he looked like he was an MVP candidate, but for some reason he just dropped off at the end. We weren't even seeing him in games after the 5-minute mark, which was weird. But I guess it's going to continue because they're going to take this loss to the Braves 81-102. So if we can get this game, this will be the last game of this vid for right now. But hopefully we can at least see it. I doubt it because the Trailblazers have been elite. Yeah, we're not going to get this game because the Trailblazers are up really big, almost by 30. And, oh, they almost went up by 40. Okay, yeah, let's see the box score on this. We're not going to see this in game. I think we saw all we were going to see of Kareem in the regular season in the All-Star game. But let's see what the box score was at least. I have to put some respect there. Kareem had 23, 16, and 5. But Earl Tatum only had 10, 6. So he had some other people in double digits, but it's not enough. Luke Walton's team with Bill Walton and Maurice Lucas and Steele and Hollins, they're just too much. I don't know. I just made a prediction. I did say Boston was going to come out of the East, and I believe the Warriors are going to come out of the West with Rick Barry's team. But I forgot about this Trailblazers team. I'm sorry. Even though they had the MVP, I forget how elite, because we have hopped in and seen Bill Walton with like 20-something rebounds. But I got a little bit more business to do on the other end. So I guess I will leave this here. I will see you guys shortly.